So TheMax gonna be playing Teutons. MrYo is gonna be playing Slavs. We have the players in northeast and southeast, respectively. Interesting matchup. Interesting matchup. So
Yeah,
Slavs. Yeah, actually, you do the civs, the matchup.
all right. I'm gonna try and recall them all from memory.
Okay.
Teutons, their most defining feature, well, two defining features, is their incredible boom potential with the cheaper farms. 33% cheaper farms on top of their slow but powerful army, which is kind of what Slavs do as well, but Slavs at least have good mobile options in the mid game, which Teutons do not have.
Yeah.
So, and you know, unlike a map like Arena where there isn't that much space to move around, there is a lot of space to move around on Arabia, and that's where I'd say is the downfall of Teutons on a map like this. They're just not really built for big open maps like this. If this were Arena, I would definitely give the edge to Teutons, because I feel like they have really good options to deal with the Slavs infantry and siege push. So, and Yosif Slavs, considered one of the strongest Arabia civilizations for 1v1s in the current meta, and it's because they also get an interesting farm bonus, one that is, from what I understand, is better than the Teutons farming bonus, is at least early on. That's the fact that their farmers work 15% faster.
Yeah.
It's just an incredibly strong economy bonus at really all stages of the game, but it's most impactful in the mid game when you start slamming down a lot of farms. And but they will have the edge in terms of economy in the early game at least. So throughout Feudal Age, because you don't have all the villagers in the world to dedicate to farms, so that's where the Teutons can lag behind a little bit. But they definitely catch up, if not maybe even surpass the Teuton boom, the Slav boom a little bit in the mid game once everyone starts booming. And otherwise, these civs also have very similar tech trees where they have bad archers, solid infantry, good siege, good monks.
Yeah.
Mediocre navies, which isn't really relevant on, and also really good economy tech trees. So I'd say overall they go for similar units and they feel really similar at a glance. But I'd say Teutons are played more with a defensive approach as opposed to the Slavs, which are played more with an aggressive, offensive approach. That's just my rundown of the civilizations. Ooh, Yo is shooting his board with a TC. He does that kind of play as well.
I can't do that. So
I can kind of do that if I can remember to just stick 6 fills inside my TC so I don't kill the board.
So Slavs are one of those civilizations together with Vikings that I don't notice my food eco going up super fast, and the moment that I look up I have like 1200 food and very little of everything else because I don't know how to balance it properly.
If your eco's not balanced, that's a sure sign that you need to balance in some way. So if you have too much food, maybe just stop building farms for a while and just dedicate yourself to the wood or gold economy for a while.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I just forget. I just go for the regular amount of farms. Let's see.
Second time Max gets the worst civ. Yeah. Teutons are not very nice for Arabia, but they're still not the worst. I can name at least maybe like 3 or 4 other civs that are definitely worse than Teutons on Arabia.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, if this were Arena, it would be very lopsided in favor of Teutons, in my opinion. They've got gunpowder, they've got monks, they've got the conversion resistance, they've got heresy as well, with none of which the Slavs have, so they can have a really hard time of it against Teutons in the late game.
Oh boy, here it comes, the Teuton play.
Yep, all in Trush.
Man,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 villagers. That's pretty crazy.
That's a lot of villagers.
they're gonna be up literally at the same time. Well, 1 second in favor of Max.
You know,
I think he'll hope to maybe stop the stable from going up, but he's going in the direction that I don't think he's gonna be. The stable's gonna go up, and he's even laming the secondary Yo's secondaries down for good measure.
yeah, going for the palisade walls.
All in town center rush. He's not. Well, Max is
going
from
for
the
the
same
douche.
country as Ruben. He's from the same country as Rubenstock, but I don't think he's as crazy as Rubenstock.
You know what
still,
what I like
8 villager
about
tower rush is about as crazy.
yeah, what I like about the Max's forward in particular is because he's going for Teutons, which can fit more villagers inside the tower. He's also splitting his forward into smaller groups, so he can afford to palisade the stone while he builds a tower behind the tree line from MrYo. He builds another tower with another group, and if he gets
there
spotted,
goes Yo's villager. Yeah, right by the stone. He sees it now.
yeah, but exactly, that's the point. If he gets spotted, he still has the other groups that are going to do work.
Yeah, he split up his villagers. Oh, there we go. Yo just got town watch, and now he sees the damage. That forward wood line is GG.
Yeah. What's he gonna do?
He has a
though?
nice safe one in the back, at least.
Oh man, I don't know about the lumber camp position. Why there?
Yeah, that's a good question. Was Yo just panicking and not thinking straight? Well, it's very unlikely for a player of his caliber to be panicking like that, but
There is a very nice nuke on the other side of the wood line that he could potentially place the lumber camp in. I think he's probably expecting that if he does that, then the Max could tower the other side of the wood line and he would be protected by the first tower that he built. While if the... actually it doesn't make sense. No, never mind.
Yo
Pay
has
attention to me.
exactly one wood line left to take. If he loses that, it's game over. So Max, really solid play. This is... I could probably take a little advice from him if I ever try to trush on Arabia. Split up your villagers.
Yeah, it's very good, man. Now MrYo is gonna try to tower rush the Max. He's going to drop a tower close to the Max's lumberjacks.
Yeah, right up his face. There's no way Max does not notice this.
Is there?
Okay, now he's counter-towering.
Yeah, there we
You know,
go.
Teutons, top-tier tower-rushing civilization on top of top-tier trush defenses. You literally cannot win a tower engagement against Teutons. So this definitely favors Max. Yep. Get wrecked, yo.
Oh man, 92% as well.
What I especially like the tower on the north side that Max built, because not only does it deny the wood line, it also kind of threatens the main gold as well.
Yeah.
That's not going to be the safest to take.
Yeah, the second
Yeah.
goal for MrYo is on a hill. It's not accessible. And what is the third one? It's on the hill as well.
Yo
man.
has no stone access. He just wasted that stone on that tower.
And his
that
gold
didn't even go
generation
up.
is very awkward as well.
Oh, he's taking Max's secondary stone.
Yeah. He's coming back with the scouts now. He cannot. He can't do any damage, really.
This is where Teutons become top tier on Arabia. Just all in tower rush with 8 villagers. As a bonus, the cheap farms means you can set up your eco just very well, even despite the fact that you're going so all in.
If you take a look at the tower, yeah. Okay, so MrYo is gonna have to move all his lumberjacks once again, and that tower by the Max is going to go up.
Here comes the scouts. He's got to back it up. No losses, but I don't think he will be able to get that tower up. Most likely, unless maybe he quick walls them in. Ooh. Max lost his scout back at home.
Yeah.
Oh, building a sneaky tower, MrYo.
Where?
On the same wood line that he tried to tower earlier. Max actually will be able to see that. Just barely. He also has town... No, he doesn't have town watch, but has enough line of sight from the tower he built, but he doesn't notice it.
Yeah, he sent the
not
pikeman over
counter-towering.
there. Or the spearman, rather.
Yeah, he cycled through his TC and cycled his barracks, I think, but he didn't notice the
Right.
tower going up behind this wood line.
He's not noticing yet. He's probably gonna lose a villager here.
So this should probably start to give Max a red flag. He's thinking, okay, I've denied his secondary stone, I've lamed it off. I'm stealing his main stone, which he isn't on. So where is he getting the stone access? It has to be from his secondary stone mine. So this should make him curious as to where
that is.
that location where it is. So he needs to try and push Yo off that if he can.
Well, the Max...
Max actually has decent choice in wood lines too. So it's not the end of the world for him. And also Teutons are really resilient to getting their woodline power just because their farms are cheaper. So it's still possible for them to keep powering on their eco.
Alright,
Even if you lost your main woodline.
so wheelbarrow coming up now for MrYo. The Max should be able to take the tower down now. He's gonna get fletching as he doesn't have enough range to target it.
Oh my god, Yo lost 2 villagers. Oh, I see. Because the tower foundation that he wasn't able to build earlier was still up there. The villagers tasked onto it after they built this tower. They just
That
ran
is true.
under the Teuton tower and then they just went to their deaths.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. Archer range
Yo's
coming up from
4
MrYo.
villagers, 5 villagers behind now.
Yeah, but he did go for wheelbarrow, so he's only 2.
I was right. Look at the north to Max's base. He is towering his stone.
Yeah,
Just
MrYo
like
not gonna be able to keep taking that. Where's he gonna
Yeah,
take?
I was correct.
Where's he gonna take stone from now?
Is there a neutral stone on the map?
Yeah,
There
and
has to
he
be.
just scouted. He just MrYo scout just spotted the stone.
Is he gonna walk all the way over there?
He might have to, man, because he's going to get pushed back now with another tower. Although he's got
There's
a
a
couple
market
of
for
scouts
you.
over there, a bunch of them actually, 4. He's gonna be
Yeah.
denying that for the time being.
So Max's thought process was exactly as I thought. Guess I have the brain of a pro player, Kappa. So yeah, this is really bad for Yo. No more stone access. And that's really bad when you're trying to defend against one of the best tower civs in the game. He's gonna try and market his way up to a castle. He's almost got 600 food in the bank.
Does he have a market?
Yeah, he does. He just built one. So he can
Alright,
try
here.
and either buy a bit of food, maybe sell off a little bit of wood as well, and to click up.
Yeah, there we go. 25 minutes and 30 seconds is going to be his castle age time. Well, man, if the Max doesn't... I don't know. I mean, he's done a lot of damage. He's denied a lot of resources as well. But in castle
Yeah,
age...
that is- Mhm.
Yeah, MrYo, if he goes for a single ramp, maybe some pikemen, should be fine. Or a couple of knights as well. Probably think about raiding the Max.
Max might, considering he's built this many towers, I wouldn't even be surprised if he invested in something.
I don't know about this. Now, the Max is going forward with how many villagers? A lot of villagers going forward with 5 spearmen as well. So 10 villagers.
That's
And,
9.
yeah. 9?
Dude,
No,
this game
10.
is just chaos.
10 villagers.
Okay, now it's 10, I think.
Yeah, 6 spearmen. And MrYo immediately relocated his lumberjacks. He, what is the army for MrYo? Because he's got 6 army. Is it mostly scouts, right? No, he's got some 4
Making
archers. Yeah.
Yeah. Slav archers are Slav archer line is really bad. I guess they're good enough at this part.
He's on 4 archers now, and he already has fletching. I think he maybe he could have tried to use that together with his villagers to try and repel the Max rather than straight up moving his entire wood eco. Because now the Max still has the villagers over there, and while MrYo just hit Castle Age, he's going to get pushed away from that lumber camp away. Again, sorry. He doesn't have any resources. He doesn't have wood.
MrYo getting swordsman upgrades as well. I guess he figures he might as well, maybe to help clear out the spearmen or something. Also, maybe to pressure this wall off, because swordsmen do bonus damage against buildings.
Very clutch crossbow location. And just before we continue, thank you so much MemTV for the host, and welcome everyone. Over 200 viewers coming here to watch MrYo play versus TheMax.
Welcome, welcome.
What's up with this music? That is actually a good question, and I don't know what. This is not what I should be playing. Sorry about that.
Maybe they don't feel so good about coming into a Trush game. Going straight into a Trush game off of Mem's channel.
There we go. Sorry about that. We have Age of Empires 2 music again. So this has been an incredibly messy game with TheMax going forward. As soon as he clicked up to Fuel Age with like 7 villagers to go for towers, MrYo has been defending ever since, and while he is up to Castle Age now, he is still a bunch of villagers behind, and he doesn't have access to good wood, actually. It's very bad, man. Very bad situation for MrYo, even though he is in Castle Age.
Where did all of Max's food go? Oh, he's making scouts, no wonder.
Yeah? He's going for Minotaurs. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's going for scouts, villagers. We have Minotaurs on the way for MrYo. Minotaurs are going to be very powerful, that is true. But there's still a bunch of towers up left from TheMax. I would like to see a ram. He does have a siege workshop up.
6 villagers on the run.
Yeah,
They got taken down by the spears at least.
the spearman is going to be enough for the time being. 8 villagers behind now. MrYo is... Oh man, it's not looking very good for him. He is taking the neutral stone though.
The difference is probably more like maybe 4 or 5, because remember Max is still in it's still in feudal age.
It takes, I think it's 8 villagers, about 8 villagers.
Yeah.
Going up ages.
That's exactly it then.
Or to
8
Castle
villager
Age,
difference.
I mean. Yeah.
Swordsman. Long swordsman, that's a rare sight.
Another
There we
tower
are.
coming up, and he gets pushed away again. But at the very least, he was able to clear out the tower that was pushing him away from the west wood line. So he's going to be able to take that again.
And Yo does not have the crossbow numbers to be able to hold on against the scouts back at home.
Yeah.
Max will be able to clear this up and kind of let himself breathe a little bit better back at home.
Well, TheMax now is going for bloodlines and forging. Those scouts are going to be a lot more powerful. Finally, a ram from MrYo is going to be clearing up the towers.
Oh my god. Yeah, Yo's eco is just absolutely atrocious right now.
There's 9 villagers behind now.
Almost no food in the bank. Almost no food in the bank.
Oh,
Looks like he's really starting to struggle for wood and gold now as well. Now look at those long swordsmen go to town on that tower. All these villagers are gonna die.
Oh man, but
Now
TheMax is still pushing the lumberjacks away now with scouts and spearmen.
You know, I think the long swordsman choice from Yo in this situation was actually really smart because, you know, you need strong ranged units to deal with or you need really strong melee units like knights or ranged units like crossbows to effectively deal with them. And
Yeah.
Max doesn't have either of those out on the field. It's just scouts and spears, both of which get basically hard countered by the swordsman.
So we're
So yeah,
gonna
this
see.
is- long swordsmen aren't useless on Arabia.
we are gonna see now a bunch of scouts coming out from the max, and MrYo still struggling, man. He does have a clear up now on the wood line, but he's not taking wood from there. He's taking wood from the south wood line, which is very inefficient for him. Villagers are bumping into one another.
You have a panic archery range coming up for Max. He's gonna have to switch into archers or something. Let's see, yep, he's making archers. He's just going full feudal.
We are 15 villagers behind for MrYo.
You know, despite all that I said, because Teutons have top tier defensive potentials, and because he has all these towers here, I don't think Yo's gonna be able to kill Max. He can do damage, but I don't think he's gonna be able to outright kill him.
Yeah, I don't think so. We have a bunch of defensive towers for the max as well.
Yeah, by the gold, by the stone, by the wood, everywhere.
Yeah, he's just
It's just a very
struggling.
secure economy.
He's just struggling trying to clear up his own map from the max's towers. As a matter of fact, he just lost the battering ram over there to the final tower close to the stone by the max.
Although, if I were Max, I would plug up that hole where the scouts and the crossbows came in earlier. And, yeah, I think maybe even reinforce those stone walls, houses, something.
Eco for the max is looking good enough that he's going to be able to click out the castle age very soon. And he is already with the 15 villager lead. I think, I do like the long swords, as you said. But I think if he had, like, a good group of, like, 10 crossbows, he should have been able to clear up anything that the max had from Fuel Age. But he's been losing his crossbows.
What would be more fun is if Max decided to engage in a longsword fight. Because those are always fun to see. Very rare, but it's fun to see.
Well, the
But
max
no.
is gonna be going for a second archery range, a stable now, and he has enough resources to click up.
Yeah, he looks like, did he abuse the market a little bit? Because he had the market up. Yeah, most likely.
He bought
Yeah,
200
Max
food.
300 food even.
300?
300 and another 200 on.
Well, Castle Age on the way for him now. 39 minutes and 41 seconds. He's gonna have a much
crazy
better
game.
He's gonna have much better eco as well. He's got Horse Collar, which actually no, that's for MrYo, sorry, my bad. But he has 13 extra villagers. He's almost 1/3 way up, so he's gonna be left with like 6 extra villagers at the very least.
Brilliant play from Max. You know, probably unlikely, but I wonder if Yo's gonna hits castle. Because he probably should realize that he's sustained a lot of eco damage. And that Max is kind of blown past him.
Sorry, you were cutting out a little bit. What? You would like to see what? Castle?
No, I was wondering if Yo would call the GG when he sees Max hits castle.
Well, he still has the score lead. He's going for
And
chainmail
he does have
armor
the
now.
sloth farmers too.
Yeah. Chainmail armor is gonna be good for those longswords. I think he knows that he should probably... Okay, there we go now. A bunch of crossbows. 7 crossbows here. And the longswords. This could be good, man. This should be enough to clear out the entirety of the Max's army.
This will probably force Max to mix and eat their skirms or maybe a mangonel or something to deal with it, because this is bad.
Well, MrYo is not calling it. Instead, the Max is going for 4 knights. MrYo is going for longswords, crossbows, and villagers now. Let's see.
Yeah, this is just full Castle Age aggression now. I can't see either of these players going in anytime soon. Their
Second
armies are
TC.
just too food heavy.
Second TC coming up for the Max close to his secondary stone. He's going to be going for a watchtower as well, so he's expecting some sort of raiding from MrYo.
I had a sudden urge to point this out. Usually it's not a super relevant thing, but because Yo is going for longswords, melee units, remember that Teutons get murder holes for free, so these watchtowers are going to be basically untouchable.
Yeah, that is actually true, yeah. So you're gonna need siege if MrYo wants to push effectively.
Yeah. And I don't think... Oh, he actually made a siege workshop back at home.
He used
So
that
maybe
one.
he'll consider clearing the towers in his base and then maybe push out to try and push Max.
He
That'll
was,
take a while though.
yeah, he was clearing up the towers, but the ram eventually got destroyed. Now he lost another one as well, so the Max's towers are still up.
Yo going for pikemen. Wow. That's an interesting choice.
It's gonna be good against Teuton cavalry.
Yeah, agreed.
Second TC coming up for MrYo now. Close to that wool line.
I think Max would like to get crossbows as well, but he doesn't have the eco to get the upgrades. No bot kit, no crossbow yet. Forward siege workshop for Max.
Yes.
And a monastery for Yo.
Because both players were taking stone for towers, we're gonna see very likely a castle coming up at some point in time.
Yeah, both
probably.
these guys are banking up 400 or so stone. Although Max's stone count is going down a little bit, probably because he's repairing a tower. And also building some stone walls as well.
We have conversion coming up. Where? Oh, there we go. So yeah, now the knights and the scouts are raiding MrYo's base quite effectively.
This is how you have to even the odds in this matchup, I guess. On Arabia.
Yeah, MrYo is bringing back the crossbows on the pikemen. I don't think he's gonna have enough though. How many pikemen do we have here? 4 pikemen and a bunch of crossbows. This might be enough. Yeah, he's gonna push the Max away.
Both of these players on 2 TCs, but 11 villager advantage for Max. He's even building a university back at home, probably to grab guard tower. Guard towers will destroy the mangonels.
He does still have a good amount of towers left forward. I
he
am
does.
seeing 5 right now. And he was
Better
repairing.
use of stone for the Teutons than castles, I guess, just because, you know, most games you probably won't be making Teutonic Knights.
Yeah, you cover
Although
a lot of
you
range.
You could also, but I guess TKs I think could be seen in this matchup where, in the late game where the Slavs might go for an infantry push. Teutonic Knights can be actually a really nice response to that, assuming, you know, they're the one pushing, you're the one trying to defend. Drusian infantry is strong, but not strong enough to take down mass Teutonic Knights.
Well, MrYo is sending a lot of villagers forward now to take the gold, the neutral gold in the north.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. So yeah, very unfortunate for MrYo. He was not able to get his own resources here. Had to send the villagers far away to take the neutral resources. Good defense here with the pikemen as well. But what is the Max gonna do? He is right now at 16 extra villagers. The secondary TC that MrYo got up here is being taken down now by the Mangonel, and we do have guard tower at the end for the Max. There's also massing a lot of knights, a unit that he is well known for probably abusing a little bit. MrYo, he should be able to get that TC up there. I don't think the Max is gonna be able to deny it. Yeah, for sure. But it's been spotted now, which is gonna be an issue. Third TC coming out for the Max, and do we have any siege coming out? Well, the Max is going for a Mangonel. Where is it training the Mangonel from? There we go. So he's gonna be taking this one down, which is going to leave MrYo with 2 TCs again. The second one being this one, where he lost a villager to the knight. Back at home, so he still cannot take the gold over here. And this area is very hard to protect. If Max comes here, Max knows about this wood line. And he's actually going for a tower. Oh no, the guard tower. If he manages to sneak like 2 to 3 knights over here, MrYo's not gonna be able to defend. MrYo is going for some farms now, but this is bound to go down. This is going to go down 100%. The Max is starting to go for towers over here. I think if he manages to group just a bunch of knights, he already has 4. 2 garrisoned inside the stable over there. If he goes with a group of army of knights, or if he just goes with like 3 rams maybe, 2 magnets, he should be able to take that down. Anyway, MrYo is going to get the castle, so this is going to be the game's first castle coming up. Very close to his main goal. He should be able to clear up the towers now, which is going to allow him to get back on gold. Which he is missing, 71 gold so far. Siege Workshop coming up. And MrYo should be expecting this. Maybe that's why he is not queuing villagers from there, although he is not queuing villagers from the main TC either. And now he's getting raided. It's a very, very good raiding opportunity for TheMax. He's gonna be losing those knights, but he is pushing a lot of villagers away from the lumber camp. Villager count now getting close to 30 extra villagers for TheMax. Was able to hold on for so long in fuel age and do so much damage. Another siege workshop up here. So we have 1 siege workshop here. We have another one over here for TheMax that he can use to pinch MrYo's army. We have the other siege workshop up here and have a couple of stables. Now I don't think MrYo is gonna be going for any military units over here, so I don't think the stables are necessary. But this could be proving, this could be useful for raiding if he plans to switch into light cavalry. Actually, Teutons don't get light cavalry, only get scout cavalry. But could be still good enough to start spamming some cavalry and send towards the left hand side of MrYo's base. Probably try to send units from the right hand side to the right hand side from this table.
Sorry,
Could be
I'm back.
something that happens. Hey man, we have another TC coming up in the other neutral gold for MrYo, but he is going to lose the north one as TheMax is queuing up rams now in the freshly built siege workshop.
Last thing I saw was Max grabbing guard tower.
Yeah, now MrYo has a defensive castle. He doesn't have enough range to clear up the final guard tower though.
This main gold has barely even been touched for Yo. Pains me to see.
We're gonna have 3 rams now in the north for TheMax. He's gonna be using that to take down the TC. Also gonna be soaking a lot of damage. Yeah, he's going forward now. A bunch of knights.
You saw that because of the outpost, right?
No, when MrYo was trying to build a TC, Max Knight was just passing. So he just potted it.
I see. I wouldn't be surprised if Yo calls the P after this.
Yeah man, he's way too behind. He's
So many villager losses.
32 villagers behind and he's gonna be losing how many here?
More.
12.
He's almost 60 villagers behind. That is an insurmountable economy lead.
60 villagers behind? What time are you at right now?
55-25.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't touch anything while I was gone. So either you fell behind somehow.
Yeah, I fell behind a little bit. You never call GG until it's 100% over. You could say that, especially after this weekend. Well, he's getting a second castle up though, and he's going for boyars, which could be a valuable unit. And another TC coming up. So while I do think that MrYo is not dead yet, I think he is extremely behind, and I think it's very unlikely that he's going to come back anytime soon.
There's one TC way where the left side of it.
Yeah, it's gonna get spotted now by TheMax. He spotted already the monastery.
It's everywhere.
That's exactly how he spotted the north TC as well.
You cannot escape Max.
Man, MrYo's
outpost here.
He's gotta
There we
call
go.
it.
He sees everything.
He's gotta call it when TheMax hits Imperial Age.
I guess Max has had a lot of experience dealing with these types of players who just like to be slimy little bastards and just sneak out of their bases. trying to rebuild.
Let's see. Barracks coming up now for the max. So yeah, it's gonna be going for pikemen. Pikemen upgrade, chainmail armor for the +2/+2. His garment relics.
GG. There we go. The
No
Germans
GG for
have
me at-
triumphed. The Germans have triumphed over the Russians this game.
There we go, GG. Now the stream sees it.